Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Sports and All with Nuns. Today, I'll be discussing a particular Formula One driver, and that's Lewis Hamilton. It seems much of the same from Lewis this season, despite swapping colors. So it begs a few questions. Has he lost a step, and is he past his prime? And was it a big mistake by Ferrari moving for Lewis at this late stage of his career? So let's get into it. So, as we all know, Lewis Hamilton is now in the Ferrari seat, joining his biggest rival. And yeah, as I said, more of the same. He's not finishing anywhere near the podium. I mean, despite the one sprint race win, where we all thought, hey, this could be it. Lewis Hamilton is back. Ferrari is back. Unfortunately, that was just false hope, false start, as it were. And we are now a good few races into the season, and yeah, Lewis is flirting around that 7, 8, 6 finish, still consistently behind George Russell. So you have to wonder, did Ferrari make a mistake? I know Ferrari is known for having their big name drivers. I mean, I'm a lifelong Ferrari fan, so I know, we've had guys, I mean, the biggest name, Schumacher. I mean, you've had Alonso, Vettel, back in the day, Villeneuve, Lauda, Nigel Mansell. So, Ferrari is a big team and they're known for having the big names. And in recent years, they haven't had the biggest of names. I mean, Leclerc is an okay driver, but is he really a championship winning driver? I don't think so. Sainz too, he's pretty decent, but as well, is he there? So Ferrari, I think, said, okay, let's bring in a big name. It's about time. And they went for Lewis Hamilton. He's in his 40s. And I think he's proving that he is past his prime. Listen, he's a great driver for what he's done over the years. We'll give him his credit. I mean, most of the time, as I said, as a Ferrari fan, he was the enemy. We didn't like the guy because he kept winning and, Ferrari was losing a step. But, you give credit where it's due. And you just have to feel that even though he's in a different car now, it seems that he's not up to pace with the young guys, such as Verstappen and Norris and Piastri. I mean, that's your drivers of the now, and they seem to be the guys taking the spot forward. And I mean, even with Mercedes now bringing Antonelli in, that kid looks phenomenal. I mean, he's got a great future ahead of him. He's only 18, 19 years old. So, I mean, he's going to be a beast in a few years' time as well. So the question is, did Ferrari make a mistake? Should Ferrari have went big and said, hey, let's go for Verstappen? We know Verstappen now is up in the air as to whether he's going to sign a new contract with Red Bull. Rumors are that he's going to leave at the end of the season. Did Ferrari make a mistake? Should they have waited and made a move for Verstappen? It looks like Ferrari does need that kind of championship-winning driver coming in. They need that mentality, and Verstappen seems to be the guy. Of course, he has his ways, his attitude, his arrogance that rub people the wrong way. But he is a great driver, and a team like Ferrari needs someone like that. Hamilton is in, but the question is, how long does he last? I don't see, even if the car does improve, I don't see much difference in Hamilton making any, run for the title next season. I don't see it. So I think maybe Ferrari thinks, hey, let's cut our losses here, give him the season and then see from there. But honestly, I think Hamilton is past it. We hoped for the best when he came into Ferrari, and unfortunately, that's not materializing. In terms of the other seat, Leclerc too, I think he too is not proving himself well. Much can be said about the car, and it's not up to snow, and it's behind McLaren and the like. But as much as we can improve the car, and hopefully they can, to make it a little more competitive next season, you'd hope that the drivers behind the wheel can also be that competitive. And I don't see Piastri and Norris, as I said, I don't see McLaren letting Piastri and Norris go at any time. So Verstappen could be up for grabs. And I know some of the newer teams like Audi and Cadillac are actually looking at him. So that would be huge. But I don't see Verstappen going to a newer team or a smaller team. I think Ferrari should say, you know what, let's move for him. Let's try. Sorry, I know I'm going a bit off on Hamilton. That's who I said I'd be speaking about. But yeah, what much can we say? It's unfortunately the way it is. A great former driver. He needs to knuckle down. I mean, it's been a good few races now. You can't use the excuse that you're not used to the car anymore. Not that he is using that excuse. I'm just saying it's not an excuse that can be used now at this stage. So yeah, unfortunately, we're in the middle of the season, and I don't see much improvement from Ferrari as a team, and from Hamilton really. So let's see. We just have to see out the season now and look forward to next season. Hopefully, some good news, and maybe who knows, or maybe some personnel change in terms of drivers at Ferrari can do some wonders. Um, Leclerc, as I said, as much as I like the guy, he's a cool dude, but he's not. Doesn't seem like that championship winning driver. Hamilton, he comes with all the experience, but another championship looks a bit beyond him at this stage. I mean, we even look at the great Schumacher when he came back in his 40s with Mercedes, he was nowhere near finishing in the points. Sorry, nowhere near finishing in the podium um, consistently. So, yeah, I mean, you need to know when your time is up. I know Hamilton hoped to come to Ferrari, fresh start, new car, show the world, prove to the world that he still got it. And unfortunately, the young guns are showing him up. And that's the fact, and that's the nature of the sport. Always the new guys are going to come in and take over. And I think Hamilton needs to accept that and move forward. Enjoy his time at Ferrari. He's at one of the greatest racing teams of all time. And enjoy your time there. And Ferrari, I think they need to look to the future, look at now, listen, we need to bring in a championship winning driver, someone who can fight for that title, improve the car where you can. And, from next season, if not next season, the following season, you need to get someone the likes of Verstappen in there. Even if you pull a coup and pull an Norris or a Piastri, yeah, that would be huge. But yeah, let's see how it goes. We're still a long way for the season. It's going to be exciting, and credit to McLaren, they're making it exciting again. For years, it was just that Red Bull dominance, but now we've got a new team that's competitive in there. Let's hope Ferrari can pull up their socks and throw their ring in the hat, their hat in the ring. Sorry, but yeah, let's see. Let's enjoy the rest of that season, and yeah, looking forward to more of these videos, guys. Thanks once again for listening. And I hope you guys are enjoying it. Please leave comments on these videos, letting me know what you want me to talk about, where I can improve, what you'd like to hear, what you'd like to see on these videos. I'd really appreciate your feedback. And yeah, if you're enjoying these, please, as usual, like, subscribe, share. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.